Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA, was initially seen as a charismatic and persuasive speaker. His speeches inspired thousands of young conservatives across the United States. To the public, he seemed confident, charming, and principled. But beneath this polished exterior, a darker reality existed. Charlie's charm masked a man whose words and actions caused division, hurt marginalized communities, and perpetuated harmful stereotypes. Charlie repeatedly made derogatory comments about black people, Muslims, and transgender individuals. In interviews and social media posts, he dismissed transgender military service as social engineering and made jokes belittling their identities. He also targeted Muslims, tweeting and speaking in ways that fueled prejudice. America doesn't need more visas, especially from countries like India. They're taking jobs from real Americans. His words were often disguised as political humor, but the impact was real. People of color, LGBTQ plus individuals, and religious minorities were repeatedly humiliated, marginalized, and made to feel unsafe. Under Charlie's leadership, Turning Point USA initiated programs like the Professor Watch List, publicly shaming teachers accused of spreading a radical agenda. The organization also promoted restrictive book bans and racialized narratives in schools, limiting academic freedom and targeting diversity initiatives. These actions reinforced systemic inequality, while Charlie presented himself as a defender of freedom. Over time, Charlie's toxic behavior caught up with him. Colleagues and members within his organization began criticizing his methods and hypocrisy. Financial irregularities and allegations of discriminatory behavior further tarnished his reputation. The people he belittled and targeted quietly grew resentful, while the public became increasingly aware of the harm his rhetoric caused. On September 10, 2025, Charlie Kirk was fatally shot during a public debate on free speech at Utah Valley University. A bullet struck him in the neck, and he was pronounced dead shortly after. The incident shocked the nation and ignited debates on political rhetoric, hate speech, and the consequences of divisive leadership. Investigations were launched, and the shooter remained unidentified, highlighting the dangerous polarization that Charlie had contributed to during his life. Charlie Kirk's life is a stark example of how charisma and influence can mask cruelty and prejudice. While he championed free speech on the surface, his divisive rhetoric and targeting of marginalized communities left lasting damage. His death serves as a cautionary tale. When words are used to demean, divide, and humiliate, the consequences can be devastating for both society and the speaker. Charlie Kirk's story reminds us that leadership carries responsibility. Charm and popularity cannot hide cruelty and discrimination. His life and death underscore that hate, prejudice, and division ultimately lead to downfall and leave a harmful legacy behind.